AVS Media Demo.
I'm Mary Denman, and I'm delighted to be here with you, and I hope you're going to be delighted with the guests I'm bringing to you this morning, because I've got three really fine people to interview.
AVS Media Demo.
Suse was born in Germany. She's lived here a number of years, and we'll find out what she learned when she got here. Well, actually, she probably learned it in Germany, that she's turned into a very interesting sideline, I should say. Ken Looney is a
AVS
therapist.
Media Demo.
He's a myotherapist. How does that differ from other massage therapy? We'll find out from Ken. He's our second guest. And then Ann Tobin Rowland comes by. Her students call her Ninny. The parents call her a godsend. She really does help youngsters learn
AVS
proper
Media
etiquette.
Demo.
So there's the lineup of guests, and we'll get to the first of them in just a minute. But first, let me tell you about Secure Horizons. Secure Horizons is quality health care. They have 20 convenient medical groups from which to choose, 13 participating hospitals in San Antonio. You know, it is the
AVS
largest
Media
senior
Demo.
health plan of its kind in Bexar County, and in fact, it's also, with its other affiliates, the largest in the United States. Extra benefits for people with Medicare at no additional cost. You get the quality health care. You pay only $6 every
AVS
time you
Media
visit a
Demo.
doctor. You get 100% hospitalization. You have no hospital or medical deductibles. You don't even have a membership fee. There are no costs to you to Secure Horizons. They just give you this 100% peace of mind.
AVS
And one of the
Media
things that
Demo.
is so great is they do all your paperwork. You don't ever have to fill out another insurance form for your health care. Now, you do have to be a Medicare holder. You have to have Parts A and Parts B. You also have to live in Bexar County. There are other counties throughout the nation that have Secure
AVS
Horizons,
Media
but in our
Demo.
area, Bexar County is the only one. So give a call to 524-9977, and they will give you all the good information about Secure Horizons and how you can become a member.
What makes Echo Lawn and Garden Equipment the #1 choice of professional
AVS
landscapers
Media
in
Demo.
Texas? Echo products work as hard as they do. For over 20 years, Echo grass trimmers, power blowers, chainsaws, and hedge clippers have proven themselves to be the most reliable choice for a landscaper's 8-hour day, 7-day-a-week schedule. And Echo offers these same pro-quality products
AVS
for the
Media
homeowner too.
Demo.
But you won't find Echo products in discount stores, only at your authorized full-service Echo dealers, like Performance Sales and Service, 16209 San Pedro, and Mission Equipment, 5120 Wurzbach. Your Echo dealer is a lawn equipment expert and will help you find
AVS
the right
Media
Echo
Demo.
tool for your job. He'll be there for you after the sale, too, should you ever need parts, service, or maintenance tips for your Echo power equipment. Mission Equipment, 5120 Wurzbach, just west of Bandera Road outside 410, and Performance Sales and Service, 16209 San Pedro. Take the
AVS
Thousand Oaks
Media
exit off
Demo.
281 North.
Hammond's Jewelry on Broadway and Alamo Heights specializes in consignments of quality fine jewelry and watches. They're celebrating 100 years of service to San Antonians this year.
AVS
And they get
Media
you the
Demo.
most for your consignments. You see, they are primarily a consignment jewelry salon. They are the only gemologists in town who are registered, certified with the American Gemologist Society, Ben Hammond and Ben Hammond III. They specialize in these
AVS
fine jewelry
Media Demo.
consignments, estate liquidations, appraisals, and custom design pieces. You can convert those pieces of fine jewelry that you no longer wear into cash at Hammond's. Planning a wedding? Hammond's is the perfect place for wedding rings you will cherish forever. They've got
AVS
a
Media
repair of fine
Demo.
watches, all the fine lines you've learned to know and respect, Omega, Rolex, Longines, Seiko, and others. Robert Mora is their master watchmaker, and he has an anniversary special right now on watch repair. He also repairs vintage and pocket watches. They're
AVS
open Monday
Media
through
Demo.
Friday at Hammond's from 10 to 6, 10 to 3 on Saturday. They're in Alamo Heights, where Broadway meets Austin Highway at 5603 Broadway. That's Hammond's Jewelry. Suse
AVS
Morse is
Media
sitting with me
Demo.
in the studio this morning. She was born in Germany. What town, Suse?
I was born in Sankowitzhausen.
I'm glad you had to say that and I didn't. Sankowitzhausen?
It's on the Rhine River, right there where the Lorelei is.
All right, now you did almost all of your growing up in
AVS
Germany.
Media Demo.
Yes. Yes, I came over here in 1964.
What brought you here?
Got married to a military dentist.
That'll do it, won't it?
Yeah.
So did you come directly to San Antonio?
Oh no, I've lived in Montana the first 5 years.
AVS
and lived
Media
in
Demo.
Texas and Plattsburgh, New York, Louisiana, all over.
A typical service wife.
Right.
But now are you permanently established in San Antonio?
Yes, my husband retired here in San Antonio, and he's still working.
AVS Media Demo.
For
the first time, I've been living a few years in the same place.
It's very nice, isn't it? Especially when it's as
Right.
nice as San Antonio. Suse, when you were living in Germany and were growing up, what spurred your interest in becoming a
AVS
fine
Media
seamstress?
Demo.
Well, like I said before, I wanted to have nice clothes and I couldn't afford them. And so already when I was 8 years old, I started
8? That's
sewing
pretty
for
young.
myself. Yes.
Was your mother quite a fine seamstress?
No,
AVS
no
Media
one in the
Demo.
family was a seamstress.
Isn't that unusual for a child to get a developed...
I think it skips the generation, always.
Well, it certainly skipped mine. My aunt did all my seamstressing, and then it skipped me, but my daughter is a wonderful seamstress, so I think you're right. It
AVS
does.
Media Demo.
Well, where did you find your first sewing machine?
Oh, I used my mother's old Singer with the pedal.
Okay.
And,
rather primitive by today's standards, isn't it?
right, yeah,
The new machines can do incredible things, can't they?
they sure do. Very
AVS
electronic.
Media Demo.
Right, now, you learned this as a child, so you carried this skill on into your marriage. And did you have daughters to sew for?
I have one daughter. I don't really. I used to sew a lot for her school and proms and things like that. But
AVS
now she's
Media
wearing my
Demo.
clothes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice that you can be all the same.
Size.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, Suse, you have taken what was really something you learned in order to save money and to have a better wardrobe, and really made it into a
AVS
promising
Media
sideline
Demo.
because you use those skills not just for yourself anymore. How did you, well, let's go to the shop first. You work at So Elegant, which has gorgeous fabrics. Did you know fabrics well when you came from Germany?
Yes, I think because I have been
AVS
working with all
Media
these
Demo.
fabrics for many, many years, and I know quality and all that. But I really became more professional working at So Elegant. I mean, I've learned so much about fabrics, and
AVS Media
it's
Demo.
fun for me. I can go in a shop and I can look at clothes, and I don't even have to feel them. I can see which
See
one
the
is the quality thread.
That's wonderful. Well, now, this has led to another relationship, which is kind of unusual. You get sent back to
AVS
your
Media
homeland
Demo.
of Germany how many times a year? Once or-
Twice.
twice a year.
Every April and every October.
As a representative for a firm that manufactures.
Right, for formal fabrics in New York. And they take me over there to translate and
AVS
to
Media Demo.
offer their fabrics
How
at
did-
the Innerstoff market in Frankfurt.
Interstoff. This
The
is
biggest market in the world for fabrics.
is Germany known for its fine fabrics?
Well, it's not just German fabrics. They
AVS
have
Media
fabrics from all
Demo.
over the world.
But why there, I wonder? How did it start there?
Frankfurt is one of the biggest marketplaces in Europe.
So this American company takes you over there to be their representative and their translator.
Right.
How exciting. How
AVS
did
Media
that
Demo.
relationship start?
Mrs. Lou, my boss here at So Elegant, she introduced me to the owner of this company, and they thought it was a pretty good idea to take me along, and it worked out just great.
How long have you been doing this?
I
AVS
just
Media
came back
Demo.
in April. That was my third time.
Third time, and this is going to go on then.
I hope so.
Wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about your designing skills, Suse. Incidentally, that's an interesting name, S-U-S-E, and it's pronounced just like John Philip Suse. Was that your name at birth?
AVS Media Demo.
Does it have a special significance? We don't hear it. I've
No,
never.
it's a very rare name. It's the only time I heard it is in the song Suse lieb Suse. It's a classical song from Hänsel and Gretel.
Do you think
AVS
that's why your
Media
mother and
Demo.
father named you that?
I don't think so. My mother gave all us kids four-letter names.
Uh-huh.
But in Germany, that doesn't mean anything bad.
Okay,
But
four-letter
they
words
wanted
are not bad
to
in
have
German.
short names
AVS
because their
Media
names were so
Demo.
long.
Interesting. All right, so this sewing of yours has really turned out to be an incredibly profitable thing for you. Do you work full-time at the shop?
No, I work just Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays.
And the rest of the time you sew, I bet.
Yeah.
AVS
do a lot of
Media
sewing.
Demo.
Yeah.
There are so many of the elegant fabrics. I'm talking about formal kinds of things that are difficult. I'm not a seamstress, so I'm not speaking from experience, but I've watched other people that are extremely difficult to sew on, aren't they? I mean, they're slithery and slidey, and
AVS
they won't
Media
stand to the
Demo.
presser foot.
Yeah, I think with a little practice and feeling, you can sew any kind of fabric.
Well, I found out about you through an article in the lifestyle section of the Express News. Rosemary Budge had done a picture of you in one of your
AVS
outfits, and
Media
then also
Demo.
showing some of the great detailing. There's a lot of detail and a lot of elegant beading. Do you do any of this custom for other people?
Sometimes, not very often, because I just don't have the time for this anymore. But
AVS Media Demo.
I went to Inquanted Word to take classes in tailoring and pattern drafting and draping, all kinds of classes I took at Inquanted Word, and I think that helped me a lot to work with these
AVS
fabrics.
Media
Before
Demo.
you took those courses in Word, did you design or did you work primarily from patterns?
Before that, I worked only with patterns.
Now that you have the skills you have, do you ever buy pattern and use it, or do you?
Yes, yes.
You still do.
I sometimes I use patterns, but I
AVS
can make my
Media
own things
Demo.
too. If I see something in a magazine that I'd like to copy, I'll be able to copy it.
I bet you have an extensive wardrobe. Do you ever buy anything ready-made?
Oh yes, I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I would think that with that kind of skill you have, that you wouldn't
AVS
be
Media
satisfied with
Demo.
ready to wear.
Yeah, I still do, but I do like to wear my own clothes.
Well, I should think so. What's the favorite thing that you've designed in the last year?
I made a dress for this formal fabric
AVS
company,
Media
and the
Demo.
dress has been going all over the world ever since.
On
It's
exhibit?
going around the world, and there's a picture of it in the paper.
Yes, it's a cocktail, the blue
Right.
satin. It is
Uh-huh.
elegant, and it has a beaded jacket, which a fantastic design.
AVS
Do you do the
Media
hand- Is
Demo.
that handwork or is that applique?
This is the company that I work for in New York. They import laces, and then they design patterns, and they have them beaded. So
Incredible.
they're very beautiful.
Well, I'm
AVS
very
Media
envious of
Demo.
your skills. I'm not envious enough to go out and learn how to sew. I tried once and it didn't take. But I admire your work, and I think it's great that you get to go to Germany twice a year.
Thank you.
What's next on your wish list? What would you like to,
AVS
where would you
Media
like to take
Demo.
these skills next? Do you have a higher ambition?
I don't think so much. I'm just very happy where I am and what I'm doing, and I think the greatest hobby a woman can have is sewing, and I think everybody ought to try
AVS
it.
Media Demo.
Before we part, Suse, I want to know if you've ever made anything that after you got it made, you wouldn't wear it because you weren't happy with it.
Oh yes, I did a lot of flops.
Did you? It's
Yeah.
like kind of like cooking. Sometimes it works out and sometimes
Yeah.
it doesn't.
AVS Media Demo.
Have you ever tried to hand tailor a man's shirt?
I tailored a man's jacket for my husband, and I was so embarrassed when he wore it that I kind of threw it away a few months later, but he wore it just to please me.
AVS Media
That takes some
Demo.
extra skills, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, Suse Morris, I'm delighted to have met you. Glad that you are getting to go to Germany twice a year. How long is this show that you're there for?
The show actually is 4 days only, but I have to be there when the stand is being set up. And,
AVS Media
and then we
Demo.
have to decorate the stand, so all this takes a couple of extra days.
Does this American company do well by marketing its wares at this
Oh,
particular?
I think so. I really think so.
So it's worth their while to take this trip twice a year.
Yes.
I'm glad you're a part of it, Suse. Thank you
AVS
so much for
Media
visiting
Demo.
with me on Prime Plus. And we're going to talk to a therapist in a minute, a massage therapist, but he does myotherapy in addition to traditional therapy. In the meantime, I want to broach a very sensitive subject.
AVS Media Demo. 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 AVS Media Demo.